from where you at. I came here for vengeance, watch your back. No need to defend, I'm on attack. Sorry they can't reply, but I guarantee they had a blast. Pop, 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 I be on the next to only, yeah, I am fresh to death.
Check-in day. I was supposed to do this a couple weeks ago, or last week, but I got sick, so I didn't want to do it. So, I'm just going to show you my setup. I'm going to do it against this blue wall in my office, and my desk is right there. Just going to do it against this because it's a black or a darker backdrop, so that things can be seen a little bit more. I have my camera set up on a tripod. I guess the light over there probably doesn't help. So my phone is right here on a tripod. That's a little too low, so I'm going to raise it up just a little bit, but I want to have it set up to where I can see my full body in the camera, so from foot to head. And then I have this panel light over here. Obviously it's a little bright for you guys to see, but that panel light is set up so that you can see me well while I'm doing these pictures. Oftentimes I'll get pictures that are just really poorly lit and don't show what I need to see. So that is how I'm setting up check-ins for people who don't have like a room that's dark enough. You can just buy like they make black backdrops or like pop-outs that you can use at the gym, or that you can use at home really easily. And then this thing is just a Bluetooth clicker. So this is going to connect to my phone, which will allow me to click the camera, so I'm not having to use the front-facing screen or record a video, because both of those things are going to reduce the quality of the pictures. And pictures is most of what my job is based off of. So get yourself a clicker. Now, personally, I am dealing with some back rotational stuff, so the side shots are going to be interesting, but I'm going to try to get all of my poses done here, but the middle of my back's absolutely killing me today, so I'm just going to go ahead and get this done right quick. Those are check-in pictures. Now, let me show you how I do check-ins. Okay, so I was trying to figure out how to show you my screen while I do this, but I can't do that, at least not yet. So, getting all of my pictures in here, and I'm going to record this whole process to show y'all how little time this takes. because one of the biggest things that I hear on a regular basis is that I lost track of time. And I'm going to be honest, it sounds like a complete crock of shit, if you ask me. These don't take that long. Like, I'm going to be talking this whole time, and I'm going to knock it out in less than just a couple of minutes. My fasted weight was 234.8. I weighed in at 6 a.m., which is an hour earlier than what I've been doing. My day was a training day. I am progressing. Mid back pain. Marley, stop licking. Oh my God. What? Okay. I hope this is still recording. All right. No off-plan eating. This last question is, what are you most proud of for the week? I'm going to say not being sick. And then Everett's first day of school. Okay. Training fatigue under 5. Cardio fatigue is under 5. Mental fatigue is under 5. Everything feels really good there. So that's what this looks like, and I'm done. I didn't write any paragraph like up at the top, kind of detailing what. All right. Well, it's not going to show it because my window's open, but this is everything. I filled out all those questions, and that literally took me 2 minutes. So the thing that I'm going to say to everyone here is, like I said, you can't tell me that you don't have time to submit it. If you don't have an extra 10 minutes to knock this out really quickly, dude, wake up 10 minutes earlier. You're going to be fine. And there's a very common theme amongst people who are like, oh, I just didn't have time to get it in, is that they kind of make excuses for everything, right? And that's a very, very common trait. So I now get a notification that Nick Bagley has submitted his check-in, and then I will pull it up on my kahunas. And then obviously I will show you guys all this stuff. This is all check-ins with myself, so I know all this information. The biggest thing here is to be able to track trends and data across time. All right, so this is my first official check-in, starting off at 234.8. I'm having some mid-back pain. I'm no longer sick, and it was my son's first day of school. Now, honestly, like looking at these, I was pretty happy. I could only upload 10 pictures, so I did take out like just the straight-on relaxed shots to the side. But I did those just standing there just so I can see what the changes look like, and then I went through all the mandatories for bodybuilding. And to be completely honest, like I'm not upset with how this looks. I'm a little hairy, for sure. My chest and stomach are definitely way more hairy. If I was still with Tuttle, he'd be telling me to shave. But my girlfriend likes the hair, so I'm going to keep it for now. So there's not really a lot for me to go over with my check-ins, but this is how this process looks. I go through here, look at these things, look at the pictures, compare them to last time, see what the trends are, all that kind of stuff, and then just continue to go forward. So really the only trends for me to look at right now with my own personal stuff is my daily habits. So last week was was very off because I only trained Monday and Tuesday. And then rested the whole rest of the week because of COVID. I still managed to do my fasted cardio in the morning, still did steps most days of the week, and everything else was okay. And now this week I'm getting back to things. Now, I forgot to weigh myself yesterday, but Monday I was 233.8, and that was after multiple days of low food. So I've now had 2 days of my training day food, and weights come back up a little bit at 234.8, but it's down from 235.8. So there is a slight difference there. And in this first week, I'm not expecting to see a lot of change. The things that I am seeing currently is that I am looking a little bit flatter. There's this weird kind of time frame that happens when you first start a cut, that you start to look worse for a little bit because the glycogen is deflating. Everything's kind of pulling through. You're not
you're not pulling off body fat yet. You're just pulling off glycogen, water, maybe some inflammation. And that's kind of where things are right now. Like, I don't look amazing and I don't look terrible either. So went through, did my daily habits, got that knocked out, been looking at those things, and then submitted my own first check-in. So for right now, I'm not going to change anything. Everything's still going to sit the same. I want to let this next week kind of settle in and let my body adjust to what it is that I'm doing, and adjust to the new peptides, because I definitely think that that's really going to start to pick things up really fast, fairly quickly, without me having to change anything to food. So we're just going to keep it rolling for the time being. Like I said, I've got 12 weeks to do this cut, so I'm not stressed about this at all. I have plenty of time, and I can drop the hammer really hard not too long from now if I really want to speed things up. So that's really all there is to this check-in process, and just kind of analyzing that data. And right now there's not a lot of data for me to analyze. So as the weeks go through and I do more of these check-ins and stuff, I'll be able to give you a little bit more detail on what it is that I'm seeing from week to week and go forward from there. So y'all have a good rest of your day.